This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backward. ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So close to an NFL record, but denied by the crossbar.
And you have to feel bad for him, don't you? He squeezed every last inch out of that kick. Oh, I thought he had it, but you said it. He's denied by the cruel sound of the metal crossbar.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Now Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On play action, Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, Jaguar pressure, and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Jaguars sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Arnold. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, Etienne. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field,
and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. These two teams, the Jags and Giants, two lowest scoring teams in the NFL last year in 2021. The Jags 14.9 points a game. Giants only slightly better, 15.2. Now, by comparison, you think about the Cowboys, they led the league 31.2 points per game. So more than both of these two clubs combined. 2nd and 5 now. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 1 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They're going to run this with a tight end. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That caught by Manhurts. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throw out. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with ETN. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Patterson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was...
Oh, this is blocked. And the Jags get it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, jump it. Hey, walk it.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Lawrence! Hey,
Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
on the double. Go! Hey, exit!
Play action. It's Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Azeez Ojulari from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, stand on!
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Lawrence will throw. Dancing to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass. Exactly mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Off play action. Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2 sacks for the rookie. Definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through, but in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Barkley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get...
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Jones throwing for it. That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Hey, Delta. Go. Hey, Alpha.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, Lawrence
Steps away. Finds the open target, Arnold.
and he's going to get this down near the 25. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out.
And the Jaguars could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Giants 19.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Leo!
On the counter, Etienne.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Alert!
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about it.